There's a lot of small businesses getting online stores set up and moving to e-commerce in the current environment, which is great to see, but there's a really critical step that gets missed a lot of the time. What is that critical step? Let's have a talk about that today. G'day, my name's Jason Foss, and that critical step that we're going to talk about, the thing that's missing from a lot of small business e-commerce websites, is quite frankly you. When somebody comes into your store, you don't just stand behind the counter and ignore them until they actually get to the counter and pay for their stuff and walk out the door. That's not what small business is built on. You have your knowledge, your experience, your advice on how things go together. Surely you would, if somebody came into your store, you would approach them and, can I help you with anything? And you'd offer them some advice, you'd answer their questions, and yet with a lot of small business e-commerce websites, products get uploaded and photos get uploaded and the descriptions are pretty brief and that's all. Like, it's a pretty cold environment, and the thing that's missing is you. Really, it's just as important as uploading all of the products is getting what makes your business unique up there as well. Run a blog, have some product tips and advice and how to use them, some explainers. Put together some things where this thing goes with that thing and goes with that thing, and here's how they go together. The sorts of advice that you would offer somebody who came into your store, you need to move that online as well. They're the sorts of pages that are generally going to show up in Google if Google rankings are an important thing for you, whereas your general product pages generally won't, because product X becomes pretty generic across the web. What makes it different is what you bring to it. So make sure that you inject some of you into your e-commerce website. Don't just put up brief product descriptions and leave it at that. You is what makes your small business unique. You can't compete against the likes of Amazon based on price. And even if you have a look at a product page on Amazon, you'll see the description is pretty detailed and there's reviews and there's a lot of information around the product there to help people make a decision. So, although you're not competing against Amazon on price, the level of knowledge and expertise and experience that you bring to the table is where you can. So make sure you put in the extra effort in terms of your product descriptions, your advice, additional content, a blog, a series of videos, whatever you feel comfortable doing, but you definitely need to make sure that you inject you into the website and don't just have it a generic product list, because that's not what your business is about, that's not what your shop is about, that's not what your store is about. Make sure that what happens online is a reflection of the level of service that you would expect to provide in store. I'm Jason Foss, thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching this video. YouTube seems to think that you might also be interested in one of these guys, and you can subscribe down here as well. Thanks for your support, see you later.